What's going on, guys? I'm Morrison bringing us a brand new episode of Washington Station, the best station for Washington football nation. Live from my dorm room, I'm bringing you the second episode of the 2021 season. Well, it's not live because this is pre-recorded, but you know, it is what it is. So, we're going to talk about 3 different games in this video, since I haven't made a video since before the Chargers game. We're talking about the Chargers game, the Giants game, and the upcoming Bills game. It's going to be a range of emotions in this video. It's going to be a roller coaster. Let's have fun. So let's talk about the Chargers game. All right, I'm done talking about the Chargers game. That's all I want to say about it. Anyway, I'll say a little bit about it. Defense sucked. Hope Ryan Fitzpatrick is okay. But I said before the season that I believed Heinicke, even if he did not play the best in preseason, he was the best option. And he got to play in the game. And in my opinion, was obviously the better of the two. Definitely giving guys more opportunities, really spreading the ball out more, pushing the ball downfield, and really just moving it to keep us in the game when at times we really shouldn't have been because of the way our defense was playing. Because our defense, oh Lord, if it wasn't for our offense, we would be 0-2 right now. And that's not what I thought I'd be saying 2 weeks into the season, that our offense is saving our tails. But you know what? This year has been unpredictable for Washington, so you know, it is what it is. But I think that we have a good opportunity to face one of the best teams in the NFL this week. And we've had a long week since Thursday against the Giants to go back and change our scheme and really work it around to where we can put ourselves in the best position as a team. But yeah, I don't want to focus too much on the Chargers game because we've already had another game since then. But yeah, if I had to say anything, I think not enough guys were seeing the field or were getting opportunities. The play calling was weird. Situational play calling was awful. Scheming on defense was bad. Third down defense, obviously, was just terrible because there wasn't one. And yeah, there's not a whole lot I want to say about that game. It was just, it happened. We watched it. We experienced it. But it gave us Heinicke back. And you know, I have the Legend of Taylor Heinicke shirt, and you know how big I've been on Heinicke since end of last season. In all my videos, usually his name comes up once. And so let's talk about the Giants game where pure Heinicke played his best football. The Legend of Taylor Heinicke continues. Got him a brand deal with Bud Light, not Heineken. Heineken had their chance, and they blew it. They're going to regret it. But now it's, was it Bud Lightiken? I think that's what they're calling it. Anyway, it's really weird, but you know what? I'm happy for him. You know, he played his butt off Thursday night. I believe had Ryan been under center that night, it wouldn't have been a close game. I think Giants would have ran away with it because our defense really did not do much to help us. In the first half, they played pretty good. You know, was it 4 sacks in the first half or 3 sacks in the first half, mostly by John Allen. But you know, Chase and Montez were getting pressure, but it just wasn't consistent enough. And Daniel could keep getting at the pocket, and whatever the defensive play calling was, we should know that Daniel's going to run. He can run. But it was just like they forgot he could, and just like, oh, he's not going to run. It's like they're game planning still against Eli Manning. I get they look alike, and they could. I mean, Daniel looks like he could be Eli's son, but the fact is he's not, and they're two totally different people. And Daniel Jones is a much better athlete. So it's just the nature of it is Daniel is a decent quarterback. I know a lot of people want to say he's terrible. I say he's terrible just because, you know, he plays for the Giants. But, you know, when he ran for that touchdown, it really shouldn't have been called back for holding. And he burnt us. We kept Saquon contained. He had that one run where Chase Young chased him down the whole field. That was amazing. But I know I've said it 1,000 times, and I'm going to keep saying it. But let's just talk about Heinicke. 336 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. And that interception, I mean, how many quarterbacks in Washington history or NFL history, but really in NFL, can throw an interception that late in the game and then rebound and lead a game-winning drive? That just doesn't happen. Not since 1976, at least according to NFL stats. But he played amazing. That go-ahead touchdown to Ricky Seals-Jones, where he threw one of those passes where either Ricky catches it or no one catches it. It's amazing ball throwing, and then he throws the interception because he's getting trigger happy with Terry McLaurin because Terry balled out that game. I love Terry to death, and he had an amazing game with those catches and the touchdown and jumping into the stands was just awesome to watch. But it was good to see the ball being spread out more. You got to see it to Adam Humphries, and J.D. McKissic got involved more, which was really good, especially that little fader to him in the fourth that led to the go-ahead touchdown. That was just amazing. And hopefully we get to see Cam Sims get involved more and De'Ami Brown get involved more because De'Ami Brown's already making plays. And hopefully Curtis Samuel will be back in the next couple weeks. I know he's practicing right now, doing some individual stuff, so he's back. And maybe by week 4, hopefully, fingers crossed. But, there was still a lot of problems in that game. Third down defense could not keep the Giants off the field. It was always offense having to bail them out. I don't know what it is. I think it's a scheme thing because there's too many high-caliber players on there to be the player's problem. And I think it's a scheming thing, and I think Jack Del Rio really should take this time over these week and a half he's had since the Giants game to really develop a new scheme and game plan. Not change the scheme completely, but there's things you can do that make small changes that lead to bigger impacts on the game. And I can't remember if someone said the base defense we were in, which is a 4-3 at base, and I think we need to run the 4-3, but I think it's the way he lines up the secondary is just really what's hurting what happens in the games. But this team has shown life that we can be good. This division is definitely up for grabs. Dallas looks pretty decent. The Eagles look decent, and we look decent. And the Giants, they look a little under decent, but they look okay. This division is going to be fun to watch. It's going to be like last year where it's going to be coming down to the last couple of weeks of who gets it, which is going to make the last month of football really exciting because if you know the schedule, you know our last 5 games are all divisional games. So it's going to be insane. But we got the Bills this Sunday, which is going to be a true test of our guys to see what they can do. Again, against Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs and Devin Singletary and that whole defense. And it's going to be the biggest challenge. I think it's the second biggest challenge we'll have this season besides, obviously, Kansas City. But I think we can handle it. I think it's going to be really good. Obviously, we kind of got screwed because this is the 17th game that got added to the season. And because of where we ranked in our division is how we got matched up with Buffalo. It is what it is. I'm not thrilled about it, but I think it's going to be good to say, hey, y'all think you're cool at 1-1. The Bills are 2-0. They're 1-1 too. It's going to be a real good battle, and it will really show what this team is capable of. And hopefully our defense really has taken the time to learn from the mistakes and watch the film, because Chase Young has even said it wasn't pretty how they won Thursday, but they got it done. Which at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is you get it done. But it's much better to, feel more secure about the way you're getting it done rather than, man, I hope Heineke can pull it out. You don't want to put that kind of pressure in a young quarterback's hands. You want to give him the ease of mind saying, hey, if I mess up here, my defense can bail me out. And it hasn't been the case this season, which really needs to change because that was what led us to be decent last season was we could count on our defense to keep the offense off the field. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be a good game. I'm excited. Let's go Washington football team. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed. Make sure to hit that bell button down below so you're notified every single time I upload a brand new video to the channel. And I'm Morris, and I'm out. Peace. Post-credit scene of this video, I forgot to give my prediction for Sunday. I think the Bills are going to win. Let's be honest here. If we can just put up a good show, I'll be happy. I'm sorry. It's the truth. All right. Peace.